And we're gonna do a little something different right now. Right now, I don't have any real games to play before Call of Duty comes out. I think Call of Duty comes out in like I think 10, 11 days, and I'm hoping. I think this one actually has a story in it. I believe the one that was released last year did not have a story in it, so I didn't buy it. There was a couple of Call of Duties before that that I didn't get a chance to play. But damn it, this year I am going to play it because I want to kind of recommit myself to the channel and play through these games. I also want to talk about more PS5, so look for more isolation videos that report on a specific topic. So that's kind of where I am with the channel. And as far as playing this, I think it'll be good for the channel just to have this on the channel and to, you know, bring back to the channel that retro gaming that we established a while ago with, you know, a long time ago on the channel. So I want to kind of bring that back to the channel, that retro gaming, these remakes. I want to do more Resident Evil 2 type of remakes. You know, this kind of nostalgia video games that allow us to kind of pierce back in time to when gaming was a lot more simpler and stuff like that. So, also I want to do Metrovania type video gaming, but I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to pull that off because I'm not really into Metro style Vania gaming, but I do believe that there is an art form to it. So yeah, man. Without any more delay, we will play Final Fantasy Remastered. And this is a classic game, man. I don't care what nobody says. Less people play this game than what I thought, but I just think that the story of this game, the story on this game is I think it's quite inspiring. So I want to start a new game, and I also want to go ahead and call to attention. This is one of the great games, man. I think I'm gonna do the standard spear. Cannot change within game. That's fine. Okay. So yeah. I'm gonna go with the original music, man. I think you can switch that within game too. I'm not gonna play it for that long. I may not even beat this game before Call of Duty come out. I may just come back to it and just finish it off. But Call of Duty is coming out in like 10, maybe 9 days, and that's a hotly anticipated game for this year, and it's one of the games that I felt that this is going to make a candidate for Game of the Year. Most likely, it's not going to win it because Call of Duty don't necessarily focusing on the single player action. But that's not a prerequisite for Game of the Year. So now, speaking about this game in particular is just I remember, and I don't want to take you too far back. back when I was young, but nah, I was in college at the time. I had my own apartment and stuff, and so when I decided to play this game, I think I started playing. This game came out like 2001, 2000. I want to say 2000, 2001. And it was one of the first Final Fantasy games for the PlayStation, and with that being said, this was like the first game that had like dialogue for almost every type of interaction there was.
Listen to my story.
And I'll continue in a few seconds.
This may be our last chance.
And so anyway, this is one of the first games, and I didn't get around to playing it because there was so many other games like Metal Gear, and you can only have so many choices of games that you can have at your disposal. So since I only had so many games that I could actually buy, I just decided that it was probably best for me to buy Metal Gear. But I did get around to playing this, and you know what? This became an arcade classic pretty quick. I mean, I think 1 or 2 years I started playing this game. I want to say, was it 2004? So about 3 or 4 years after this game was released, I started playing it, man. And this was a classic, man. I mean, honestly, and you'd be surprised because it got a lot of buzz because it was the first Final Fantasy for the PlayStation 2. But at the same time, man, I mean, this is one of those games that kind of came and went. And the good thing is that I think the original game was 60 frames per second, but this is a very steady
No problem.
60 frames per second. So, and it's on a powerful system. This actually came out for the PlayStation 3 as well.
Alrighty.
But this game really is effortless.
Take it easy.
I mean, it's been heavily optimized, and it's just it's just effortless as far as the frame rate is concerned.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Good luck tonight.
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll
I think
do this.
Don't quote me.
That will mean it was for
this
you.
Game is in
okay?
HDR, so got a
What
lot of
seat?
colors.
He's blocking the front row. Fifth from the right.
Got it.
Because I remember playing this game a long time ago, and I remember kind of like green
gotta
being
go.
the
Cheer for me.
dominant color
2,
for this
3.
game for whatever reason.
Teach us how to
And
play.
it's just a lot more clear now.
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then
It
teach
handles
us
a lot
after.
better.
Maybe tonight? Well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
The only really frustrating part is getting Tillis's ultimate sword, ultimate weapon. You know what? This part of the game right here, and like again, I've beat this game, and I don't know if I've said this or not, but I'm probably gonna say it a whole lot throughout the 10 days leading up to Call of Duty. But
I was in a coffee shop running away from
this
home when I heard the
portion,
news.
this dialogue right here.
Our hero, checked, gone, vanished
I
into
always
thin
wonder
air.
why do they have this part.
My dad must have been his biggest
But
fan.
why?
I knew how
Why
sad
is
he'd be.
dude commentating
Heck, we
right
all
here?
were that day. Zanara says to
I
myself,
never
what
really
are you
understood
thinking?
that part.
I went
Why
running
is
straight back
commentating
home.
right here?
We sat up talking about Jack all night.
And look,
My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce, folks.
Yeah. Why are
Anyway,
you gonna reminisce?
10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams
like
that
he's
won
supposed
through
to
to the
be
finals are...
commentating in this Jet Memorial Cup, and
Make
they have
way,
him
make
commentating
way.
actually like right
Coming
at the
through,
beginning
sorry.
of the game. So, hey, it's Al from Transformational
Hey,
Gaming. Don't
I'm
forget
gonna
to
be
give me a
late.
like when you come through the door.
Hey, let
Appreciate
go
you
of
stopping
me.
by. This game I've beat so many times. I say between this and Metal Gear, I've beat this game. Like I think I was a strange guy as a younger person, because I used to just beat this game. Like I used to play half of it one day, another portion of it the next day, and then just beat it. It would take me 3 days to beat it each time I played it. And it was one of those. It was during that period of time where I had super laser concentration, man. You know, you're just young and you're just so enthused about this game, and you want to see every inch and crevice of this game. And so, this was the time where, man, I would play games all day and all night if I had time, man. And you know, I kind of miss those days, because I've had, you know, I had days where, you know, man, I've had all day to myself, man. You know, so I kind of miss those days. I probably won't ever see those days again unless I get a divorce, right? Which I don't want to do that. But yeah, this game is definitely, they did remaster the sound. Unless I need to go through the menu and see if I can put this on fire. You know, this portion right here, it really sets the tone for the rest of the game. That's what makes this story so compelling, man. Is this portion right here. On the original game, you could speak to these people. I don't know if it was. But this is kind of tough. But yeah, man. This part of the game right here really sets the tone. And really, there's no real Final Fantasy that really sets the tone outside of Final Fantasy VII, which I think Final Fantasy VII is one of the best crafted games. As far as, you know, story and stuff like that. But this game is, you know, essentially the best, man. Now, a lot of people don't like this game because of the way the fighting is not in real time. What the? People don't have the patience like they used to. You know, even
Hey,
with these new
wait!
consoles, man, they trying to get it to load fast.
Hey,
And all
not
that
this
other
way.
stuff, man. And I'm not saying that's not good. I'm saying that people just don't have patience no more. People couldn't play Mortal Kombat Sega CD. Like, cause I remember my buddies, man. We would come over. They would come over, man. They would play Mortal Kombat, and they would be there all day. But like 1/3 of the day would be waiting on the game to load. I mean, literally, that thing took 3 minutes to load. Every game you play, it would be a versus, and you be waiting for 3 minutes for that thing to load. Like I know there was a better way to make that thing load quicker, but by the time they got out, it was probably like, you know, there's no internet, so I'm not gonna update to make it load quicker. I mean, and people didn't complain, man. I mean, there was some magazine articles that complained, but people didn't complain because they felt like, you know, Mortal Kombat Sega CD was the greatest, and it was for a time. And you know, all my buddies, we would come over, they would come over and play. When did it come out? Like 93 or somewhere like that? That summer 93?
My old man?
I mean, people, me and my buddies, we played the hell out of it. Did 3 minutes to load each fight. Each fight. I'm talking about round 1. Round 2. That would take 3 minutes
These
to load.
ones don't matter. We cut through.
I want to play some Drake Uncharted. I want to play some Uncharted 2. I'm expecting Call of Duty not to take that long, but I did want to add some good games. I think the last maybe 3, maybe 4 games I've played.
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
And this is kind of just a kickoff. But a lot of people may have some ideas of how to beat this game. And I've played it so much, man. You know, I bought this version of the game a long
Get
time
out of my
ago.
town!
Some can't wait.
And I said, you know what? I might as well. You know, the sick sad part about these things come through. Yeah, but this game is awesome. I've played this game so many times. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I didn't see it. I didn't see where it said the speaker. Yeah, man, I can't lie. This game, I mean, this is the best storyline, Final Fantasy storyline ever. And that's just to me. Because I mean, it's just you can see the inspiration. You know, they got a monster named Sin, and as you can see, you know, throughout the rest of the storyline, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. It's like you fighting this monster named Sin, and he just comes back every once in a while and just destroys everything. And I don't know, there's something compelling about that storyline. We'll see as we go throughout the game. I think I'm gonna hold it right here. I just wanted to get started today. But yeah, this game is great for the channel, man. This is one of my favorite games. This is kind of one of those building blocks that, you know, in my early adolescent years, man, I just played this game over and over. I would play a lot of different games, but then I would just always come back to this game and just play it, all the way up until the PlayStation 3 came out. So, uh, you know, I don't know. It's one of those things where I think I was going insane because I was always expecting a different part of the story to be uncovered or whatever, and it was for the most part. I mean, you could that was this game has so many hidden gems in it, but it's not so difficult to get to where you want to get to. Now, I'm not going to uncover all the ultimate weapons, but I will uncover most of them because a lot of them um, are just fantastic, man. They're fantastic, man. And I'll try to unplug as many of them as I can. But this game is kind of difficult, man. So it might be difficult for me to try and get all of these ultimate weapons that I want to get. But with that being said, I will try to get at least Orange's ultimate weapon. And I'm gonna have to remember how to get them. So I might be looking some of these up, or I might be trying to remember how to do certain things in the game. So, um, so be patient with me because a lot of my memory on how to get a lot of this stuff is gone. But you know, a lot of the stuff, man. I mean, this game is awesome, man. So they made a lot of different changes and stuff, and you know, I'm just so happy that this game is on the PS4, man. And you know, I hope they bring it out for the PS5 because you know, this them remaking this game for the PS3 and now the PS4 is not an accident. It's not an accident. This game is awesome, man. So that being said, subscribe to the channel. It's Alf from Transformational Gaming, over and out.